Well, hello there. It's Greggy Soriano from learning how to turn regular old cake pops into really yummy cake truffles to properly dipping them and transforming it into beautiful roses just like this. You're gonna learn all the tips and tricks right here today on Greggy's Digest. Right here are the list of tools that you need. You need some tempered chocolate or candy melts, some really long lollipop sticks, styrofoam to stick your roses on, modeling chocolate. You can click on the link down below to go to my blog and get the recipe, your favorite cake pop recipe, a mini ice cream scoop, a ball tool for gum paste flowers, a gum paste foam pad, and floral tape. Get your leftover cake and frosting and mix it on a paddle on your KitchenAid. I'm not a big fan of cake pops that just have frosting and cake. I like to play around with the flavors and add almond extract and some cream cheese or cream cheese frosting so that tastes a lot better. Another trick is to add liqueurs like Frangelico or Coffee Mate creamers that are flavored like hazelnut. Yum! Get your mini ice cream scoop. One of the best baking investments is to get them in good quality and in all different sizes. Flatten your scoop towards the side of the bowl so that they're nice and even. Bloop. Now just roll it into a ball. Now you want to create a V shape with your palm and run it back and forth so that you get a pointy tip, just like this. Did you guess what this is going to be? It's the center to your rosebud. Now just make another one. Make a V with your palms and make that pointy. The pointier, the better. You kind of want to make a raindrop shape. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Set these in the Frigidaire to cool. You know I got my foam base, no treble. Got my really long lollipop sticks, my white chocolate, and my little droplets. Size really does matter when it comes to the lollipop sticks, so you really want to get the long ones and not the short ones. And so just grab your white chocolate and get a little dab of white chocolate in there, pounce it a little bit so that you don't get too much in there, and just insert it right into the bottom of the rosebud. Place it onto your foam base, no treble, and carry on with the next one. Now that you're all done puncturing them, take them all to the fridge to cool. Make sure you set up some space ahead of time in your fridge tall enough to fit these guys. Now that the white chocolate has set on the bottom of your rosebud, you want to leave it out for a little bit so that it's not too cold. You want it actually almost room temperature, but still firm enough to hold its shape when you dip it. So I'm pouncing it as I dip it because I want the perfect amount of thickness when it comes to the chocolate. And that's what it should look like. Now just place them onto another piece of foam. I allowed them to harden and set in room temperature, and I actually didn't put in the refrigerator to set. If your cake mush is too cold and you dip it, it'll cause cracking, and you don't want to have that happen. So this is modeling chocolate that I actually made with red candy melts. I also use white modeling chocolate and color it with gel paste. I have really warm hands, and it's hard for me to work with chocolate, so I have to use gloves for this. The doctor has arrived. Ow. I'm here to do your surgery. Bwahahahaha. Ow. So I've rolled out my modeling chocolate ridiculously thin onto a Silpat. Now cut up some circles that are teeny-weeny slightly larger than your rosebud. So I've placed one of the rosebuds separately on a foam base so I could work with it, and I could easily turn it just like this. This is a foam pad used to make gum paste flowers. Now grab your round cutouts and put them on your foam pad. I like to work with 3 at a time. This is called a ball tool, and it's used to make gum paste flowers. Slightly swipe each petal halfway with a ball tool. We do this to thin out the edges of your petals. You see how it naturally curls up a little bit? You want to go back and try to flatten that down. The reason why we go halfway is because you want that base to be nice and strong to hold on to your rosebud. Grab your petal, and you don't want to hold it too long, and with the warmth of your hand, press it just a little bit and adhere it onto your rosebud. You want to roll it around and create a tiny pinhole on the top. The tinier the pinhole, the better. Grab another petal, warm it up just a tad, and slightly place it on the side of your rosebud on a bias. Slightly lift open the petal on the side closest to you. Grab another petal, warm it up on the base, and insert it into the part that you've opened up. You want to create a spiral effect in the center of your roses, so just keep on repeating the process. At this point, I like to get a little piece of modeling chocolate and make a little wormy and place it onto the bottom of my rosebud to secure it. At this point towards the middle, I like to start overlapping over each petal, and I go halfway over each petal when I overlap them. One final trick to make these roses more realistic is to ever so slightly and delicately fold the outer corners into a point, just like this. You want to fold them out and open them up. Grab some floral tape, and you want to create a lot of slack so you have enough to roll around your stem. I'm pulling and tugging and pulling and tugging and pulling and tugging and pulling and tugging and swirling and pulling and tugging and swirl. And there you have it. Beautiful long stem roses for your sugar pie honey bunch, pumpy umpy umpkin, for your sweetie pie, for your cupcake gumdrop schnookums boogums, for the apple of your eye. Click on the cute little bumblebee to subscribe, click on the video to view my last episode on the right, and visit my website at www.greggysoriano.com. Oh, and follow me on social media in the description links down below. Thanks!